Hi, folks. Once again, George Rodriguez, El Conservador, talking to you with Bob Bishop here in San Antonio on Tuesday, October the 7th. We are here in front of some apartments here in San Antonio that were raided this past Saturday on October the 4th. They were raided because of the presence of a Venezuelan gang which has taken up residence in San Antonio and had been very, very prominent and present here in these apartment complexes. Now, the situation that we've got, my friends, is very, very obvious that all of this is a direct result of the Biden-Harris administration's open border policy. People coming in that are not vetted, people that are coming in that have criminal backgrounds or even terrorist backgrounds, and they are being resettled in our communities. This situation is one that has created a public safety issue, not to mention just a national security issue for the entire United States. Inside the city, we've got it has been the migrant center that we have here in San Antonio, which is funded by Catholic Charities, which has been kind of a magnet for people to come to this community. Many of them have moved on and resettled in other places. We have interviewed folks that were going as far away as New York, as far away as Chicago, Denver. But obviously, a lot of them have stayed. And the latest count from the Border Patrol since 2020, 52,000 people have been stopped by the Border Patrol that had criminal backgrounds. 52,000. How many of them have not been stopped is the question that we've got. The migrants that have not been vetted, we don't know their background checks. Local law enforcement here in San Antonio is told to stay away from them. Because it is not an immigration issue. The local sheriff, Javier Salazar, has been more interested in investigating what is happening in other states, and he's investigated the governor of Florida for human trafficking rather than investigating what is happening at the migrant center. FEMA funds from the Federal Emergency Management Administration or agency. They've gone to the Catholic Charities here in San Antonio and nationwide to provide travel and housing for these illegal aliens. These illegal aliens have ended up in very poorly managed, very poorly maintained apartment complexes like the one that's right behind us. The property owners gladly will rent to somebody who gets their rent paid automatically by the federal government rather than rent to somebody who we don't know if they don't know if they're going to get paid or not because they work. The properties are not managed or secured, and the gangs have taken over. We've seen several apartments that are boarded up. At the same time, we've got the liberal news and liberal politicians that have claimed that crime is down here in San Antonio as well as across the country, and they claim that it's all a result of liberal social justice. However, the truth of the crime and violence is very, very obvious. We've spoken to some residents in this apartment complex who have told us about 2 murders that have occurred on this property. My question would be then, don't we have enough homegrown criminals without having to import more? So what needs to be done? It's very simple, my friends. What needs to be done? We need to, first of all, close the border entirely of illegal immigration, regardless of age and condition. We need illegal aliens, primarily the criminals. They have to be detained, arrested, and removed from the United States. We need to stop funding with federal and local funds the nonprofits and non-governmental agencies, the NGOs, so to speak, that help to facilitate this illegal immigration. The city and the county here in San Antonio, the city, Bexar County, they must maintain data on all the major and minor crimes that are committed by illegal aliens, because they don't even know that, they don't have that data. We must turn local law enforcement loose to be proactive in investigating and arresting illegal alien criminals. The liberal George Soros-funded Bexar County District Attorney here in San Antonio, Joe Gonzalez, he needs to start prosecuting all illegal criminals to the fullest. We must demand also that local housing providers maintain apartments, be managed, and be secured properties to prevent them from becoming dangerous havens for criminals to communities and neighborhoods. We must also have a citizen first city and county government that protects and provides for the public safety for citizens first. That's what's important. So, what's the conclusion here, my friends? What's the point of being a legal, lawful citizen if an illegal alien gets the same benefits and rights? If a person wants to provide humanitarian aid to illegal aliens or any foreigners, let them do it through their private donations, but not with taxpayer-funded monies. Once again, George Rodriguez and Bob Bishop talking to you from San Antonio.